Did I go too far, or do people just not understand what it looks like when conservatives actually win for once? What's up, guys? Vince Dow here. Be sure to like and subscribe if you are new. Okay. So a lot of people were mad at me for this short I made. I mean, look at that dislike ratio. That's pretty bad. I even got comments from people who were Republicans saying they didn't like it. And it was essentially a video calling John McCain a loser. So let's play it in full for the context, and then we'll talk about it. Why not?
I can't trust Obama. He's an Arab. He is not. No?
No, man. No, man. No, man. He's a decent family man, citizen that I just happen to have disagreements with.
Really? Is that what he is? Yeah, no wonder John McCain lost that election, because when the other side went around beating him up, calling him all sorts of names, all he did was talk about how nice of a guy Barack Obama was. Same with Romney. Now, I get why a presidential candidate might not want to be associated with the phrase, "I don't trust Obama, he's an Arab," but he could have done more than let himself get kicked around for all of 2008. And the Post says, remember the days before Trumpism? Yeah, you mean remember the days when Republicans let themselves get destroyed constantly? I'll take the Trump mentality over this nonsense. Okay, so why are people mad at this video? Well, let's let some of these comments speak for themselves. God forbid we treat our political rivals with respect and sportsmanship in any capacity in our politics. Bad take, man. Look, I get it. It felt good. It sounded classy. But here's my question. Who won that election? Did John McCain win, or did Barack Obama win? Furthermore, was it actually true that Barack Obama was a decent person? No. Obama sucks. Most Republicans would agree he's a scumbag. Therefore, it was a lie. And furthermore, did he destroy the country over the course of 8 years? Yes. So I once again ask the question, what exactly was virtuous about John McCain and Mitt Romney, by the way, to an even worse extent, going around basically handing the election to Obama and allowing him to literally destroy your country? What is virtuous about surrendering everything in the name of being nice while the other side calls you every name in the book? Nothing. That is not virtuous. You know, forget the random comments. I don't really care about that. But this is what I need conservatives to understand. If you take nothing else from my channel, take this. There is nothing virtuous about losing, especially when losing literally means handing over the government to people who want to mutilate your children. Oh, but at least I came off as a nice person. Do you think that's going to save you in the long run? It's not. These people are evil. They don't care. And my point is that when you are confronted with evil, you need to call it out for what it is, instead of allowing that evil to destroy you and everything around you. What a controversial take, right? Well, I want to point something out, because don't get me wrong, a diverse coalition of people were pretty mad at this video, but read some of these comments, okay? Because he's a decent person and America can't get behind that anymore. Again, he is not a decent person, but look at that username. Social Democrat? Oh, now it makes sense. Here's another one. Trump is an L. Rip McCain and the days when the Republicans were still evil but had a semblance of a conscience. Oh, no wonder these people want conservatives to be such soft pushovers about everything, because they are not conservatives, because they are on the left. Wow, shocking. They hated people like Donald Trump, and they hate people like me, because we are a new class of conservatives who don't play these fake games with them. We don't let them just win all the time. We don't go around kissing their rear end. Isn't it interesting how our opponents feel more threatened by that? I really wonder why that is. Now, with that said, let's go back to the important point of who actually won the election. This matters a lot because when you look at the situation in retrospect, you realize just how stupid John McCain's strategy actually was. Let's flash back to who Barack Obama was in 2008. So, you may remember he ran as a moderate. He spoke of hope and progress and unity. He had not yet delved into the radical and divisive politics that would define his presidency. He was not yet quite running around calling everything racist. He was just this young, well-spoken, charismatic black guy. And people were infatuated with him. Not because of his politics, but because of his persona. So don't get me wrong. It was always going to be a hard election for McCain. I get it. But I would argue the best thing he could have done would have been to call out Obama's insincerity. Out him as a wolf in sheep's clothing. Explain that he's going to be a divisive radical in office, which he did turn out to be. Knock him down from his larger-than-life persona. And again, what did McCain choose to do instead? Oh, he's just a good guy who I disagree with on policy. Really? Stupid. Idiotic. Especially when people weren't really voting on policy that year anyway. And let me be clear. I think it was obvious, but since we are on YouTube, let me just say it, disclaimer, okay? My point wasn't to say that John McCain should have gotten behind the statement, I don't trust Obama, he's an Arab, okay? My point is he should have done more than just talk about how great of a guy Obama was all the time. But you might say, well, sure, but it was 2008. Politics in general was less divisive than it is now. Okay, then let's talk about 2012. What's the excuse for Mitt Romney? Because at that point, Obama had already outed himself as the divider in chief. Joe Biden famously told a crowd of black people that Republicans were gonna put you all back in chains. I mean, he literally said that the opposing party wanted to enslave people. So by that point, it was obvious. Democrats and the liberal media were running around calling Republicans every name in the book, full mask off, and Mitt Romney very famously chose to not attack Barack Obama personally. He still did the whole, oh, he's a nice and honest guy who I just disagree with shtick. And what happened? We lost a very winnable election and a very important election because you could argue that Obama's second term is really the source of kind of the cultural state of America today. Like the hyper woke political correctness stuff that really started under Obama's second term. And that is what happens when conservatives refuse to stick up for themselves. That is what happens when conservatives let the other side just beat up on them and we just talk about how nice of people the other side are. We lose. We don't just lose elections, we lose the country. There's a correlation. Shocker. And I will reiterate, there is nothing virtuous about losing. So thank God that Donald Trump came around in 2016 and taught conservatives how to have a winning mentality, because I don't know where we would be without him. But what do you guys think? Okay? Have I just totally lost the plot here? Because where I'm standing, I want to fix this country, okay? I want to pass down a country to my children that is worth living in. That's what motivates me. So I don't care what people who hate me and hate the country have to say about it. I'm not motivated by saving face for them or being nice to them. I'm motivated by saving the country, right? Isn't that what we're all supposed to do? But if you think I don't get it, if you think I've lost the plot, I'm crazy, feel free to let me know, because maybe I have lost my mind. I don't know. But when I look at the fact that like half of the people getting mad at it are liberals, are the people who are opposed to us, I'm like, oh, then that makes perfect sense. But let me know. If you did agree, be sure to leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you are new. And until next time, Alpha Moves only. God bless and peace.